How are you? It's been an awesome day so far, so inspiring. I'm the last speaker, so don't worry. But I just wanted to ask for a couple minutes of your time to cover a couple things that I think you'll find really interesting. The first thing I just want to do is give a shout out to the people who believed in us at the very beginning. So is there anyone here who was at the very first Oslo Freedom Forum in 2009? I know there's a few of you. Yeah, right there, right there. Okay, so we're only here because of you. Because we did that first event and you came and you gave us the belief to keep going. The original vision from Thor to do the Oslo Freedom Forum was to take the giants of human rights from the 20th century and impart their wisdom to the activists of the 21st century. It was supposed to be a one-off thing. It wasn't supposed to be an annual meeting. But because of you came and you loved it and you encouraged us. And Thor did not want to do another one. And you encouraged him and you pushed him. And now this is all your fault, basically. So thank you. I really wanted to give a shout out to you who believed in us in the very beginning when everybody else was like, this is a crazy idea. So thank you. And it's just grown into this amazing machine. I so appreciate how it has this soul that's very slender and powerful, and it's a place for people to give their testimonies about facing down tyranny and, you know, basically against all odds, pursuing hope, and it just is this incredibly inspiring thing. But at the same time, we've over the years added so much to it, and that's to the credit of all of my colleagues like Roberto and Javier and Celine and everyone else who works on our team, where they've seen different areas where we can bring on people like you know, the amazing Dan Siegel and Faisal and all these other people who are so complementary to the messages of what the activists and what the human rights defenders are doing. And part of that's been bringing in people who can help with their resources and their technology. And we'll get into a little bit of this, but last year, Jack Dorsey, the founder of Twitter, came here. He was so excited. He stood up on this stage. He sat down and he talked about the future of technology and the impact it would have on us as people and on the global free speech and human rights movement as a whole. And he remains very, very engaged. He took the time while he was here to meet with the speakers and have like lots of different engagements. He's been following up all year. And about a month ago, he messaged me and he said, hey, Alex, I would like to build an app for the OFF community. And I was like, okay, everybody wants to build an app for activists. I've seen this fail like a million times. But when the person who creates Twitter and Cash App says, I want to build an app, I have to be like, okay, I'm listening, right? So he messages me and he's like, give us a couple days. And I'm going to work together with 3 of the most elite developers and designers, and we're going to do this in 1 week, aided by basically AI-powered coding. So they did it, and they spent a week building Chorus. So this is a gift to you to play with, to experiment with, to mess around with. I'm going to talk a little bit about it, but the QR code will be there. I'll have this slide. I'll have one more slide. Grab the QR. Check it out. I think this is really neat because it's built for you in mind. It's built for someone who maybe doesn't necessarily have a home or isn't at home. It's basically a way for you to chat, to share things, to share voice notes, and to share value, to share money. Real money. It's going to be adding encrypted private groups and messaging soon. And the cool part about it is it's built entirely on permissionless technology. It's permissionless, meaning you don't have to ask permission from anyone to use it, and no one can take the privilege away from you. So why would you build on permissionless technology? Well, these are notes basically that Jack gave me that I'm going to be giving to you. Well, he said, because we built it in 1 week, we can move faster than with permissioned technology. We can do it without anyone's permission, right? We don't have to wait for or ask anything of companies and governments. We can just do it, right? It's censorship resistant. You control your identity and data with an app like Chorus. There's not Twitter or TikTok or someone else that can kick you off or shut you down. You control your stuff. It's privacy preserving. You don't have to give them an email or a phone number. That's so important for a lot of you here who don't want to give an email or a phone number, right? And here's the cool part. It works for anyone in the world. You're not going to be someone from a place that isn't allowed, or we don't offer that service. I mean, some of our friends from Iran and Sudan and many other places, they'll try to log into the apps that you guys use every day, and it says, no, you're not permitted. Well, that's not a feature here. The feature here is that that's not a possibility, right? And the coolest part, in my view, is that no bank account required, right? So the real dollar value that's inside this app, and if you scan this QR code to get started and mess around with it and play with it and give us feedback, you're gonna have 5 actual real US dollars in this thing that you can gift to other people. So it's an idea for some of you who wanna get started with the idea of fundraising. You can create a group on this, and then people can send you money. And it's a magic thing called eCash that you can learn more about on Wednesday, but it's real dollars, it's not fake. This offer is only good for the people right now, so it's leaving this up for a second. But I just thought this was incredibly powerful that Jack would be so engaged and excited about this event, and he's part of this community, and he's building stuff for us, and we were super honored by that. So let's give it a shot. Let's download it. And in the spirit of trying to do things without the permission of others and building new technological solutions, I wanted to bring out a longtime friend of the Oslo Freedom Forum,